Let's be honest, I've always been frustrated with my chest and arms. No matter what I tried at the gym, that area just felt stuck. It was like I'd hit a plateau, my motivation was tanking, and I needed to shake things up. I wanted something simple, something I couldn't make excuses about, and something that would prove to myself that I wasn't done yet. So I took on one of the most classic fitness challenges out there. 100 push-ups every single day for 30 days straight. I had no idea what to expect. Would it actually work, or was it just hype? Well, I'm here to tell you that the physical changes were way more visible than I ever thought possible. So why this challenge? It's not that I was totally out of shape, but I was definitely in a rut. My workouts felt stale, and my progress had completely flatlined. I was genuinely curious. Could focusing on one single back-to-basics bodyweight exercise actually trigger new growth? No equipment, no complicated routines, just pure grinding consistency. Could 3,000 push-ups in a month really move the needle? It was time to find out. Day 1. I took the before photos, swallowed my pride, and got out the measuring tape. My chest lacked the definition I wanted, and my arms just didn't have the size I was going for. Then the first test. How many push-ups could I do in one go? The answer was 22 before my arms just gave out. The starting line was drawn. From here on out, it was just me against the numbers. The journey to 3,000 push-ups had officially begun. The first few days were a brutal reality check. The day enthusiasm vanished almost immediately, replaced by a deep, throbbing soreness in my chest, shoulders, and triceps. Waking up on day 2, my entire upper body felt like it had been run over. Seriously, just lifting my arms to put on a t-shirt was a battle. Getting to 100 reps felt like climbing a mountain. I had to break them down into 10 miserable sets of 10, with long, pathetic breaks in between just to feel human again. It was a mental game more than anything. My brain was screaming stop after 50 or 60 reps. But the rule was 100. No matter what. This week also taught me a huge lesson about form. The constant repetition started making my wrists ache, and I realized bad form is just a fast track to an injury, not strength. So I got serious about keeping my body straight as a board, squeezing my core, and keeping my elbows tucked at a 45-degree angle to protect my shoulders. That first week was humbling. It wasn't about looking strong, it was about surviving the reps without breaking myself. By the time I hit week 2, something started to change. The agonizing soreness began to fade, replaced by a feeling of readiness. My body was finally adapting. This is all thanks to something called neural adaptations, which is just a fancy way of saying my brain got way more efficient at telling my muscles what to do. They were learning to work together, making the push-ups feel smoother and less like a near-death experience. Around day 15, I noticed I wasn't doing 10 sets anymore. I was knocking out my 100 push-ups in 6 or 7 sets, and the rest time I needed was getting shorter. The routine was becoming a habit. It was the first thing I did when I woke up. A non-negotiable anchor to my day that set a disciplined tone for everything else. I also stumbled upon an unexpected side effect. My posture was getting better. Since a push-up is basically a moving plank, you're forced to fire up your core and stabilize your entire torso. I caught myself sitting straighter at my desk and walking with my shoulders pulled back, feeling a sense of solidness that just wasn't there before. To keep things interesting and avoid a plateau, I started mixing it up. I did incline push-ups to hit my lower chest and diamond push-ups to really blast my triceps. This wasn't just to work different muscle fibers. It was also to save my joints from the wear and tear of doing the exact same motion 3,000 times. Entering the final week, the momentum was real. The guy who struggled to eke out 22 push-ups on day 1 was long gone. The daily 100 reps, which once seemed impossible, now felt like a challenging but totally manageable warm-up. The biggest change was my muscular endurance. Instead of needing 6 or 7 sets, I was now blasting through my 100 push-ups in just 4 strong sets. The feeling of finishing that last rep each day was pure empowerment. This challenge became about so much more than just muscle. The discipline it took to show up every single day, whether I felt like it or not, built a whole new level of mental toughness. Waking up and knowing I had to get my reps in gave my life a new structure and a sense of daily victory that bled into everything else I did. Then day 30 arrived. The final 100. There was a sense of pride as I pushed through that last set. It wasn't just about the reps anymore. It was about finishing what I started. 3,000 push-ups were in the bank. And now for the moment of truth. Section 5, the reveal. The results are in. So, after 30 days and 3,000 push-ups, what was the verdict? I stood in front of the mirror, took a deep breath, and pulled up the before photo. The difference was instant and obvious. Visually, the change was clearest in my chest and arms. My chest looked fuller and had more shape, especially in the upper portion. My shoulders seemed broader, and my triceps had a distinct cut that simply did not exist a month earlier. No, it wasn't a crazy bodybuilder transformation, but it was a real significant improvement I could both see and feel. But I'm a numbers guy. The measurements told an even better story. I had gained a solid ½ inch of muscle around my chest and another ½ inch on my arms. Now, most research says you can expect about a 3mm increase in chest thickness over 8 weeks. So seeing this kind of change in just 4 weeks felt like a massive win. Interestingly, the number on the scale barely budged. I might have lost a pound at most, which means I was in the middle of a body recomposition, building muscle density, not just losing weight. And my functional strength? It was through the roof. Time for a final test. On day 1, I maxed out at 22 push-ups. On day 31, I cranked out 45 reps without stopping, and honestly, I felt like I could have kept going. I had literally doubled my strength and endurance in a month. That core stability I felt wasn't just in my head either. My whole upper body felt tight, connected, and powerful. So, was it worth it? 100%. The return on investment for this challenge was insane. For an exercise that costs $0 and can be done anywhere, the visible results were way beyond what I expected. It's a powerful lesson in the magic of consistency. However, before you jump down and start your first 100, there are a few things you have to know. Doing the same movement every day without rest significantly increases your risk for overuse injuries, especially in your wrists and shoulders. It can also create muscle imbalances. Push-ups are a push exercise, meaning they work the front of your body. To keep your posture right and your joints healthy, you've got to balance them with pull exercises, like rows or pull-ups, to strengthen your back. And my final take is this. The 100 push-up a day challenge is a fantastic way to build discipline and kickstart some serious upper body growth. But a smarter, safer way to do it might be every other day. That gives your muscles time to recover, which is when they actually grow. And definitely throw in those variations to keep your body guessing and your joints happy. If this inspired you to start your own fitness journey, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out and tells me you got some value from this. And make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. And if we reach 100 subs, I will release completely free course on how to really change your life. It will include everything you need to know starting your fitness journey. I'm already cooking up the next 30-day challenge, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know. What challenge should I take on next? Or are you thinking about trying this push-up challenge yourself? Let me know what you're thinking. 30 days, 3,000 push-ups, and a change that went way deeper than just muscle. This challenge proved to me that you don't need a fancy gym or some complicated program to make real, visible changes. All you need is a floor, a clear goal, and the guts to show up for yourself day after day. It hammered home the point that consistency is the most powerful tool you have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.